Good evening, race fans. Have you ever wondered, what do Formula One drivers' websites look like? Yeah, I never had either. Until about 2 weeks ago, when, as you might have heard, Lando Norris dropped a website so insanely good that it's making every web developer want to quit their job. And it just made me think, what do other driver websites look like? Do they even have a website? And what I found is, interesting, to say the least. So I decided to visit every single one of these websites, and today we're gonna put them into a tier list. And as always, no shade is intended to the actual designers and developers who did work on these. Please do not take my videos seriously, I am just being silly on the internet. Let's start by going over the tier list categories. At the very bottom of the list, we have Didn't Even Try, which is for drivers that don't even have a website at all. Believe it or not, this was the case for exactly one driver on the grid. And if you can guess who that was before I reveal it, you get bragging rights. I don't know. The next tier after that is called Go Girl, Give Us Nothing, which is for websites that are just plain mid. Like, they just don't inspire any joy, you know? Next tier after that is Bad. Affectionate, for sites that are objectively not great, but subjectively, they just have a certain je ne sais quoi, you know? After that, we have A+ for effort, for websites that are good, but they just miss the cut to be great. Kind of like a P4 in a Grand Prix. After that, we have High Performance Athlete. These really look professional. And then, at the very top of the list, we have Matt from Wii Sports, which basically means unbeatable. Don't even bother trying to compete against these ones because they are on another level. So now that we have our tier list, there's only one correct place to start, and that is with the catalyst for this video, LandoNorris.com. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this site already, and so I don't have a lot to say except, oh my god, why is it the best website I have ever been on? What the fuck? What in the overachiever is this? What is Lando trying to overcompensate for that he needed to put out this insane website? My dude, you're currently leading the Drivers' Championship. You're fine. Everything about this website is crazy. From the interactive elements, to the 3D assets, to all the nice little details that just elevate the whole thing. Like the way they've added this graffiti P1 over the number of wins. Like, it's such a small thing, but it really looks so nice. Of course, I'll be damned if I don't put this masterpiece at the very top of the tier list. This may well be the only website that ends up on this part of the tier list. It's just such an unnecessary flex, I feel like. For our next website, we're starting pretty strong. News.Verstappen.com. Max Verstappen's website is basically the F1 website if you squint really hard. A lot of it is just like news articles, press releases, track stats. Like, the whole thing just feels very journalistic, I guess. Fucking pixelated ass photo over here. I feel like they tried to do something similar to the Lando website with this photo of Max here, but why did they choose a photo where he looks dead inside? There are so many great photos of Max to choose from. I mean, are you fast enough to follow Max? Sublime. By the way, I have terrible news for y'all. There's a Max Verstappen app as well, and it is not called Max Verstappen. Top 10 anime betrayals. Overall, the website is a little dry, but it does look pretty decent, so I think it's gonna go in the A+ for effort category. Next, we have OscarPiastri.com, and right off the bat, it's giving Squarespace template realness. It's kind of a plain website, but honestly, what's better suited for the kind of person that Oscar is? It's truly a site that screams, I wear the same outfit every single day. But the thing that gets me is that the animations on the social media buttons are so nice. And it's like, why didn't they do this with the rest of the website? It's also really funny because all of the press releases are just called so-and-so location wrap-up, which is just the peak of click farming, if you ask me. But don't worry, because this year they changed it to roundup. So it's a lot better now. I think this is gonna be the first one for which I will say, go girl, give us nothing. Next up we have IsackHadjar.com. Low-key, Isack's team cooked with this one. The design is very clean and consistent. I really like the type choices, and you just really get that VCAR vibe, if you know what I mean. I love that he has testimonials from his Red Bull bosses as well. Hi, here's some nice words about me from the literal worst people you've ever met. And Laurent Mekies too, I guess. Okay, interactive elements. I also really like this footer thingy with the car. It's really cute, but the erasing job on it is kinda... But honestly, the crowning jewel of this website by far is the singular most perfect use of an emoji I've ever seen. Boom. Like, this alone elevates my entire experience on this website. I think this is clearly gonna be our first high-performance athlete. GeorgeRussell63.com. You know, for how much F1 tries to be really modern and keep up with trends, a lot of these drivers' websites are surprisingly outdated design-wise. Like, why is the best part of this website the social media animations? That should not be the case. But the real question here is, why is the entire website just George's Instagram feed? Like, I'm sure there was a reason for it, but if I wanted to go to his Instagram, I would go to his Instagram. Also, this text is not updated, by the way. George, I love you, girl, but you truly gave us nothing here. Gabriel Bortoleto.com.br. I was worried he might not have a website, but he does. You just have to dig a little bit to find it. It's a bit rudimentary, but that's maybe not surprising for a rookie driver. Like, there's a certain, like, old school Y2K vibe to all of these graphics that just kind of makes it work, you know? I also think it's very cute that it says, my next race. Like, he's actually here talking to us. It's very nice. The whole thing is very clearly hard-coded, but they've actually done a really good job of keeping it updated. Like, if you go into the galleries, the grid is like super basic, but there's a ton of pictures. Like, even some of the top drivers don't have this many pictures up. This is affectionately gonna go in the bad affectionate category. Esteban-Ocon.com. This one was done by the same people who did George's website. Shout out MDM. But for some reason, this one looks quite a bit nicer. The graphics feel very F1 coded. Like, tell me this is not giving F1 intro. Okay, now they're just fucking with us with these social media animations. They did the same thing that they did in George's website, where they laid out all the tracks in different colors. But this time they have the French flag colors, lest you forget that he's French. Overall, I think this website is nice, and I'm going to say it's a high-performance athlete. And what is Esteban Ocon without Pierre Gasly? I don't think Pierre has a personal website, he just has a shop website, so that's annoying, but I guess we'll have to check it out anyway. The website overall is very nice, kind of looks like it could be one of the team's websites, honestly. Like, I guarantee you the Williams website does not look any better than this. Also, you can change the website to several different languages, including Japanese. Bro, we knew Pierre and Yuki were close, but this is getting a little ridiculous now. Unfortunately, no matter what language you translate it to, there's still stuff that is in French, no matter what. And that's how they get you, folks. That's how they get you. I'm gonna be so honest. I got really sidetracked looking at this website because I found this photo of Pierre where he's playing a game where you have to react to the race start lights. My best time, by the way, was 1.7 tenths of a second. Put yours in the comments. Well, congratulations to the French, because Pierre Gasly is a high-performance athlete. Next up, we have Kimi Antonelli, who does not have a website. That's right, it's Kimi Antonelli. I bet none of you guessed that. And if you did, I'm really impressed. Then again, that's as far as I could find, so if he does have a website, do let me know. And next up, let's see what the GOAT, Fernando Alonso.com, has to offer. Y'all, this website may be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. But not because it's very modern and sleek and professional, no, no, no. It's because I don't think the design of it has been updated since at least 2013. It's exactly the kind of website that a 44-year-old driver who does not gaff about anything would have. Also, the website is exclusively in Spanish with no option to translate to English or any other language. Literally the most on-brand Alonso thing I've ever seen. He just doesn't give a fuck. This is actually something that can be so personal, guys. Like, I really hope y'all are seeing the vision. I love their timeline section. I mean, not me crying over 3-year-old Alonso in a cart. Like, I knew Alonso was number 14 because it was his karting number, but hearing that is one thing, and seeing it is entirely another. By the way, nothing could possibly prepare you for the animation that happens when you click the menu. Like, hello? This can only go in one place, and it's in the bad, affectionate category. Fernando, you have the worst taste, and I love you for that. Well, that's gonna be a tough act to follow, but we're gonna try with AlexAlbon.com. Another kinda basic website, but the color scheme is very nice and modern, which I feel like suits Albon's vibe. Guys, I don't know, but I feel like he really likes this shade of green. I don't really know why I'm saying that though. It's kind of sad though, because you can tell that there's some really cool features on this website, but you need to sign up for an account to see them. And I don't really feel like doing that. Sorry, Alex. I think this can comfortably go in the A+ for effort category. Nico Hulkenberg.net. I was kind of shocked to find that the landing page banner kind of looks like Lando's. Maybe Lando stole the idea from here, who knows? Formula 1 driver and Le Mans winner. period. Otherwise, it's a really simple one-page website, but it is pretty modern and sleek. It definitely gives "I'm driving for Audi next year." Also, extra points for the correct spelling of Grand Prix. I don't think they've added anything about the podium in Silverstone. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Like, Isack Hadjar's team took that and ran with it. I think just because this is so plain and there's no extra features, I'm sadly gonna have to say that this girl gave us nothing. CharlesLeclerc.com. I think I mentioned already that going into this video, I was not expecting any of these websites to be even close to LandoNorris.com. So imagine my shock when I went to this website and I found literally the most gorgeous website ever coded. This website spits in the face of LandoNorris.com. Charles was like, "Oh, you want to have the best driver website? Bitch, you're gonna have to go through me." To be honest, I don't really know what I expected. Like, Charles is a very fashion-forward, keeps up with the trends kind of guy. Of course, he was going to have a crazy good website. But honestly, what really got me is that he got custom typography for this shit. That's a whole nother ballpark entirely at that point. Like, look at this. If you go to the race calendar, they put the track layout in between the letters, and then if you scroll down, the letters go away and it shows you the corners and the DRS zones. When I first saw that, I was literally like, for about 10 minutes. Move aside, LandoNorris.com. Another Matt from Wii Sports has entered the arena. Yuki Tsunoda.com, which took me a long time to find, but it does exist. It's just in like the 4th O or something like that. Right off the bat, it's looking like a very bare bones website. There's absolutely nothing fancy about this. Like, these banners look like they've been here since 2011. But we need to talk about the profile page because it is an absolute gold mine. Broski, you can't say that your second favorite food is seafood pasta and that your third is seafood. They're basically the same thing. Favorite actor? Jason Statham. Need I say more? Places I want to visit. Africa. Desert. Well, if you want to hit two birds with one stone, boy do I have great news for you. Anyway, I thought that was cute, but otherwise, this website is truly giving us nothing. Franco Colapinto. And if I tell you that this is a really nice website, are you really surprised? Franco to me just seems like someone who wants to really appeal to Gen Zers, so of course his website is going to reflect that. Like this blurry photo for the main page banner that has like a grain filter on it, that's how you know. There's emojis everywhere on this website, and I mean everywhere. It's truly giving Notion page. They also have a live feed where they update you on how Franco's race is going. That's pretty sick, actually. And there's also an app, and once again, I'm mad that they didn't call it Franco Colapinto. And y'all call yourselves marketing experts? This website is definitely a high-performance athlete. Next we have, and there's only one way to say this one, CarlosSainz.es, another website that I can only describe as very Spanish. The design is not the most modern, but at least they're very consistent with it. Like, this whole diagonal lines motif is everywhere. I do think it's kind of jarring that they've kept the website red, even though Carlos now drives for a blue team. It's like, for a second, I'm living in a world where Carlos never left Ferrari. My favorite thing about the website has to be this graphic over here explaining the different parts of an F1 car. It's very random, but it's very cute. I think this one's gonna get an A+ for effort. The first one of our final 4 is gonna be OllieBearman.com. This one also looks pretty nice. A little basic maybe, but it's not bad. And they also did the whole put a big cutout photo of the driver up front thing. My favorite thing is that the page for each race is just photos. No driver statements, no press releases, nothing. Just look at him. That's our boy. And honestly, that's valid. And I also gotta give it to them for how much they play with the whole Bearman thing. Like this yellow text over here says bare necessities. That's top tier marketing right there. This one's also getting an A+ for effort. LiamLawson30.com. So the website is okay, I guess. But I'm much more interested in the fact that this one doesn't seem to have been updated in a while. Like, this is obviously wrong, right? The photo gallery, for some reason, ends at Qatar 2024. And also, if you click to see the calendar, which, by the way, it just redirects you to the F1 website. I'm dead. There's also a section about all the cars that he's driven, and you'll never guess which one is missing. Anyway, I guess I'm saying all this in case someone from his management team is watching this. Please update the website, for your boy's sake. For right now, I think I'm gonna put this in the bad affectionate category, because it made me laugh. For our second to last website, we have the LewisHamilton.com. Okay. A landing page with just a single photo on it. I see what you're trying to do here. But this website is actually just a big nothing burger. It's just links to his social media and to his other websites of his many business ventures and Mission 44. So like, I guess it's nice that he made a place to put all of it, but like, could have given us a little more. I don't know, dude. Like, you're a 7-time Formula 1 world champion. Like, you should probably have a better website. Obviously, this can only go in the go girl, give us nothing category. And finally, last but not least, LanceStroll.com. I hate to say this, but this website kinda eats. I'm actually surprised that not more drivers thought about putting a video on the cover page, but it really looks sick here. It's also weird because this was done by the same people who did George's and Esteban's, but clearly they really leveled up their game with this one. Or Papa Stroll just paid them a lot more to make a nicer website, and honestly, that's valid. Don't do more work than you're being paid to do. Also, again, I love that they haven't changed the Twitter logo and that half of the website is just Lance's Twitter feed, especially when Lance has not tweeted since 2023. But overall, this is actually really nice, and it's gonna be our last high-performance athlete of the day. So there you go, the final, ultimate tier list of every driver's personal website that nobody asked for. Like, literally not a single person. If you've made it this far into the video, please do not comment about my broken window. I know it's there. I didn't break it. It was there when I moved in. Yes, I told the superintendent. No, he did not do anything about it. But also, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. And what do you think of these websites? Where would you rank them? Please let me know in the comments below. Stay fueled and go make your bed. I know you haven't made your bed today, you lazy bitch.